Andhra Pradesh.
Andhra Pradesh is one of the 28 states of India, situated on the country's southeastern coast. It is India's fourth largest state by area and fifth largest by population. Andhra Pradesh is bordered by Maharashtra in the northwest, Chhattisgarh and Odisha in the north, the Bay of Bengal in the east, Tamil Nadu to the south and Karnataka to the west. Andhra Pradesh has the second longest coastline, of 972 kilometers, 604 miles among all the states of India, after Gujarat. The small enclave, 30 square kilometers, 12 square miles of Yanam, a district of Pondicherry, lies in the Godavari Delta to the northeast of the state. The state comprises three regions, coastal Andhra, Telangana and Rayalaseema. Its capital and largest city is Hyderabad. The official language of Andhra Pradesh is Telugu and the co-official language is Urdu. The Minister of Tourism and Culture has issued declaration of Telugu language as classical language. Other languages often spoken in the state include Hindi, Marathi, Tamil, Kannada and Oriya.
History. Early history.
The first historical records appear in the Buddhist text Anguttara Nikaya. Andhra was mentioned in the Sanskrit epics such as Aitareya Brahmana, 800 BCE, and Mahabharata, 400 BCE. It is mentioned that Andhras were Aryans who migrated to south of Vindhya mountains. The Natya Shastra written by Paratha, 1st century BCE, also mentions about the Andhra people. The roots of the Telugu language have been seen on inscriptions found near the Guntur district and from others dating to the rule of Renati Cholas in the 5th century CE. Megasthenes, a Greek traveller and geographer who visited the court of Chandragupta Maurya, 322–297 BCE, mentioned that the region had 3 fortified towns and an army of 100,000 infantry, 200 cavalry, and 1,000 elephants. Buddhist books reveal that Andhras established their huts or tents near the Godavari River at that time. Inscriptions showed that there was an early kingdom in coastal Andhra, Guntur district, ruled first by Kiparaka and then by his son Varun, with Pratapalapura, Palatiprolu, as the capital. Around the same time, Danakatakam Taranikota, present-day Amravati, appears to have been an important place, which was visited by Gautama Buddha. According to the ancient Tibetan scholar Taranatha, on the full moon of the month Chaitra in the year following his enlightenment, at the great stupa of Danyakataka, the Buddha emanated the mandala of the glorious lunar mansions, Kalachakra. The Mauryans extended their rule over Andhra in the 4th century BCE. With the fall of the Maurya Empire in the 3rd century BCE, the Satavahanas became independent. After the decline of the Satavahanas in 220 CE, the Ikshvaku dynasty, Pallavas, Anandagotakas, Rashtrakutas, Vishnukundinas, Eastern Chalukyas, and Cholas ruled the land. Scholars have suggested that the Prajaparamita Sutras, the earliest Mahayana sutras, developed among the Mahasamika along the Krishna River in Andhra country. A.K. Warder holds that the Mahayana originated in the south of India and almost certainly in the Andhra country. Antony Barber and Sri Padma note that historians of Buddhist thought have been aware for quite some time that such pivotally important Mahayana Buddhist thinkers as Nagarjuna, Dinaga, Candrakirti, Aryadeva, and Bhavavivka, among many others, formulated their theories while living in Buddhist communities in Andhra. They note that the ancient Buddhist sites in the lower Krishna Valley, including Amravati, Nagarjunakonda and Jagapita can be traced to at least the 3rd century BCE, if not earlier. Sri Singha, Savari, Maritripa and Virupa lived and taught in the Andhra region for some portion of their lives or were in some cases permanent residents. Ronald Davidson calls the Krishna River Valley a site of extraordinary Buddhist activity for almost 1,000 years. During this period, Telugu emerged as a popular language, supplanting Prakrit and Sanskrit. Telugu was made the official language by the Vishnukundina kings, 5th and 6th centuries, who ruled from their capital city of Vengi. Eastern Chalukyas ruled for a long period after the decline of Vishnukundinas. Their capital was also Vengi. As early as the 1st century CE, Chalukyas were mentioned as being vassals and chieftains under the Satavahanas and later under the Ikshvakas. The Chalukya ruler Rajaraja Narendra ruled Rajamundry around 1022 CE. The Battle of Palnad, 1182, resulted in the weakening of the Eastern Chalukya dynasty and led to the emergence of the Kakatiya dynasty in the 12th and 13th centuries CE. The Kakatiyas were at first vassals of the Rashtrakutas, and ruled over a small territory near Arangal. Eventually all the Telugu lands were united by the Kakatiyas. In 1323 CE, Delhi Sultan Giyath al-Din Tughluq sent a large army under Ulugh Khan to conquer the Telugu country and captured Arangal. King Prataparudra was taken prisoner. Reddy dynasty started from here. They ruled more than 100 years after them. Musunuri Naiks recaptured Arangal from the Delhi Sultanate in 1326 CE and ruled for 50 years.
Modern history.
Inspired by their success, the Vijayanagara Empire, one of the greatest empires in the history of Andhra Pradesh and India, was founded by Hariyara and Bukka, who served as treasury officers of the Kakatiyas of Arangal. In 1347 CE, an independent Muslim state, the Bahmani Sultanate, was established in South India by Alauddin Bahman Shah in a revolt against the Delhi Sultanate. The Qutb Shahi dynasty held sway over the Andhra country for about 200 years from the early part of the 16th century to the end of the 17th century. Although Hyderabad was founded less than 500 years ago, archaeologists have unearthed Iron Age sites near the city that could date back to 500 BCE. Approximately over 1,000 years ago this region was ruled by Kakatiyas until 1310 CE, and fell under Delhi Sultanate from 1310 to 1345, when the central sultanate became weak. The Bahmani Sultan revolted against the Sultan of Delhi Muhammad bin Tughluq and established an independent state in Deccan within the Delhi Sultanate's southern provinces and ruled until 1518 CE. Quli Qutb al-Mulk, governor of Golconda, declared independence from the Bahmani dynasty and proclaimed himself Sultan of Golconda in that year, and he founded the Qutb Shahi dynasty. Muhammad Quli Qutb Shah, a fifth sultan of the Qutb Shahi dynasty, the ruling family of the Golconda Sultanate, previously a feudatory of Bahmani Sultanate that declared independence in 1512, founded the city of Hyderabad on the banks of the Musi River in 1591 to relieve a water shortage the dynasty had experienced at its old headquarters in Golconda city, 11 kilometers west of Hyderabad city on the other side of Musi. He also ordered the construction of the Charminar. The Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb captured the kingdom of Golconda including the city of Hyderabad in 1687 and, during this short Mughal rule, Mughal-appointed governors of the city soon gained autonomy. In 1724, Asaf Jah I, who was granted the title Nizam ul-Mulk, governor of the country by the Mughal emperor, defeated a rival official to establish control over Kingdom of Golconda, renamed it as Hyderabad state. Thus began the Asaf Jahi dynasty that ruled Hyderabad state until a year after India's independence from Britain. Asaf Jah's successors ruled as the Nizams of Hyderabad. The rule of the seven Nizams saw the growth of Hyderabad city both culturally and economically. Hyderabad city became the formal capital of the kingdom, Hyderabad state, and Golconda city was almost abandoned. Huge reservoirs, like the Nizam Sagar, Tungabhadra, Usman Sagar, and Himyat Sagar, were built. Survey work on Nagarjuna Sagar had also begun during this time. The actual work was completed by the Government of India in 1969. The wealth and grandeur of the Nizams is demonstrated by the fabled Jewels of the Nizams, which is a tourist attraction. The state was the richest and the largest among the princely states of India. The land area of the state was 90,543 miles II. Its population in 1901 was 50,073,759. It enjoyed an estimated revenue of Rs 90,029,000. In colonial India, northern Sircars became part of the British Madras Presidency. Eventually this region emerged as the coastal Andhra region. Later the Nizam rulers of Hyderabad ceded 5 territories to the British which eventually emerged as Rayalaseema region. The Nizams retained control of the interior provinces as the princely state of Hyderabad, acknowledging British rule in return for local autonomy. However, Kumarampam, a tribal leader, started his fight against the erstwhile Asaf Jahi dynasty for the liberation of Hyderabad state. Meanwhile, the French occupied Yanam, in the Godavari Delta, and, save for periods of British control, would hold it until 1954. India became independent from the United Kingdom in 1947. The Nizam wanted to retain the independence of the princely Hyderabad state from India, but the people of the region launched a movement to join the Indian Union. The state of Hyderabad was forcibly joined to the Republic of India with Operation Polo in 1948.
State reorganization.
In an effort to gain an independent state based on the linguistic basis and protect the interests of the Telugu-speaking people of Madras state, Potti Sri Ramulu fasted until death in 1952. As Madras city became bone of contention, in 1949 JVP committee report stated Andhra province could be formed provided the Andhras give up their claim on the city of Madras, now Chennai. After Potti Sri Ramulu's death, the Telugu-speaking areas that is, Andhra state was carved out of Madras state on November 1, 1953, with Kurnool as its capital city. The State Reorganization Commission had recommended that the residual Hyderabad state continue as a separate entity. On the basis of agreement called Gentleman Agreement on November 1, 1956, the States Reorganization Act formed Andhra Pradesh by merging the Andhra state with the Telugu-speaking areas of the already existing Hyderabad state. Hyderabad was made the capital of the new state. The Marathi-speaking areas of Hyderabad state merged with Bombay state and the Kannada-speaking areas were merged with Mysore state.
Bifurcation of Andhra Pradesh.
Seamandhra is the term used to refer the combined regions of Rayalaseema and coastal Andhra in Andhra Pradesh. During the bifurcation process of Andhra Pradesh state, this word was used to refer the residual Andhra Pradesh that is, without Telangana districts. On February 2014, Andhra Pradesh Reorganisation Act, 2014 bill was passed by the Parliament of India for the formation of Telangana state comprising 10 districts from northwestern Andhra Pradesh. Hyderabad to remain a joint capital for 10 years. The new state will come into existence on June 2, 2014 after the approval from the President of India. In order to avoid an amendment to the constitution, the two states will be named as Telangana and Andhra Pradesh.
Geography and climate.
Geographically, Andhra Pradesh is composed of most of the eastern half of the Deccan Plateau and the plains to the east of the Eastern Ghats. Andhra Pradesh comprises 3 regions. The Andhra region is coastal Andhra. The plains to the east of Eastern Ghats form the Eastern Coastal Plains. The Eastern Ghats are discontinuous and individual sections have local names. The Kadapa Basin formed by 2 arching branches of the Eastern Ghats is a mineral-rich area. The coastal plains are for the most part delta regions formed by the Godavari, Krishna, and Penna rivers. The Eastern Ghats are a major dividing line in the state's geography. The Ghats become more pronounced towards the south and extreme north of the coast. The Eastern Ghat region is home to dense tropical forests, while the vegetation becomes sparse as the Ghats give way to the Deccan Plateau, where shrub vegetation is more common. Most of the coastal plains are put to intense agricultural use. The west and southwest parts of Andhra Pradesh have semi-arid conditions. The northern part is the Telangana region and the southern part is known as Rayalaseema. These 2 regions are separated by the river Krishna. The climate of Andhra Pradesh varies considerably, depending on the geographical region. Monsoons play a major role in determining the climate of the state. Summers last from March to June. In the coastal plain, the summer temperatures are generally higher than the rest of the state, with temperature ranging between 20 degc and 41 degc. July to September is the season for tropical rains in Andhra Pradesh. The state receives heavy rainfall from the southwest monsoon during these months. About 1/3 of the total rainfall in Andhra Pradesh is brought by the northeast monsoon. October and November see low-pressure systems and tropical cyclones form in the Bay of Bengal which, along with a northeast monsoon, bring rains to the southern and coastal regions of the state. November, December, January, and February are the winter months in Andhra Pradesh. Since the state has a long coastal belt, the winters are not very cold. The range of winter temperature is generally 12 degc to 30 degc.
Demographics. Population statistics.
Telugu is the first official language of the state, spoken by 84.02% followed by Urdu, which is the second official language of the state and is spoken by 11.76% of the population. Major linguistic minority groups are Hindi, 1.05%, and Tamil, 1.01%. Other languages spoken in Andhra Pradesh by less than 1% are Kannada, 0.74%, Marathi, 0.80%, and Oriya, 0.64%. Languages spoken by less than 0.2% of the population include Malayalam, 0.09%, Gujarati, 0.02%, Bengali, 0.05%, Gorkhali Nepali, 0.03%, Punjabi, 0.02% and Sindhi, 0.01%. Andhra Pradesh ranks 10th of all Indian states in the Human Development Index scores with a score of 0.416. The National Council of Applied Economic Research District Analysis in 2001 reveals that Khammam, Krishna, West Godavari, Chittor, and Medak are the 5 districts in rural AP with the highest Human Development Index scores in ascending order. The data show that the poor make up 16.3% of the total population in rural AP, and expenditure on consumption is around 13.5% of the total consumption expenditure. The female literacy rate is 0.66 compared to male literacy rate in rural AP. The district-wise variations for poverty ratio are high and low for the ratio of female-male literacy rate. The gender gap in illiteracy is one of the issues being addressed by Asmita Resource Centre for Women, an Indian NGO based in Andhra Pradesh that works to better the socio-economic status of women and communities in India.
Religions.
The state is home to Hindu saints of all castes. An important figure is Saint Yogi Shri Potulari Virabrahmendra Swami. He was born in the Vishya Brahmin, goldsmith, caste and had Brahmin and Dalit disciples. Fisherman Raghu was a Shudra saint whereas Saint Kakaiyu was a Chura, sweeper, Harijan saint. Islam in Hyderabad, with historical patronizing by the rulers, has a strong Sufi influence, with various movements active in the last 2 decades. Hyderabad has also produced many renowned religious scholars representing different Islamic sects and trends, including Abul Alam Ududai, Churabul Haq Qadri, and Allama Rashid Churabi. Most Telugu Christians are Protestant belonging to major Indian Protestant denominations such as the Church of South India, the Andhra Evangelical Lutheran Church, the Samavasam of Telugu Baptist churches and several others.
And administration.
Andhra Pradesh has a Vidhan Sabha, Legislative Assembly, Lower House, of 294 seats, and a Vidhan Parishad, Legislative Council, Upper House, of 90 members. 31 members are elected from local bodies, 31 members are elected from the Assembly, 8 members are elected from teachers, 8 members are elected from graduates, and 12 members are nominated by the Governor. In the Parliament of India, Andhra Pradesh has 18 in the Rajya Sabha, the Upper House, and 42 in the Lok Sabha, the Lower House. Currently, Andhra Pradesh is administratively divided into 23 districts. Andhra Pradesh had a series of governments headed by Indian National Congress, Incorporated, party until 1982. Nandamuri Taraka Rama Rao was the founder of Telugu Desam Party and served as the first chief minister from the party. N. Chandrababu Naidu held the record for the longest-serving chief minister, 1995 to 2004. P.V. Narasimha Rao served as the chief minister of the state from 1971 to 1973, and went on to become the Prime Minister of India in 1991. The first Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh was Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy, who later served as President of India.
Politics.
Until 1962, the CPI, along with socialist parties, played an important role as opposition parties. Parties namely British Socialist Party and Krishi Lok Party played an important role in 1950s. In the 1967 State Assembly elections, all socialist parties were eliminated and CPI lost opposition party status. NG Rangas Swatantra Party became the opposition party. They also failed to hold control later and became defunct. In 1978 Jalagam Vengal Rao and Kasubramanianda Reddy formed the Reddy Congress and contested against Incorporated but lost. In 1983 the Telugu Desam Party, TDP, won the state elections and N.T. Rama Rao, NTR, became the chief minister of the state for the first time. This broke the long-time single-party monopoly enjoyed by the Incorporated from 1956 until 1982. A few months after the election, Nadendra Bhaskara Rao usurped power when NTR was away in the United States for medical treatment. After coming back, NTR campaigned for a comeback by demonstrating the support of the majority of the elected MLAs. The governor Thakar Ramlal was ousted by Indira Gandhi and in his place she appointed Shankar Dayal Sharma. NTR was reinstated as chief minister. Within a month NTR recommended the dissolution of the assembly and called for fresh elections. Indira Gandhi was assassinated on October 31, 1984 by her Sikh bodyguard and Rajiv Gandhi was made Prime Minister by President Jani Zail Singh. In the ensuing elections for Lok Sabha and the AP Assembly, the Telugu Desam Party won in Andhra Pradesh and NTR came back to power. The 1989 elections ended the rule of NTR, with the Incorporated Party returning to power with Mari Chenna Reddy at the helm. He was replaced by Janardhan Reddy in 1990, who was replaced by Kotla Vijaya Bhaskara Reddy in 1992. In 1994, Andhra Pradesh gave a mandate to the Telugu Desam Party again, and NTR became the chief minister again. Nara Chandrababu Naidu, the son-in-law of NTR, came to power with the backing of a majority of the MLAs. The Telugu Desam Party won both the Assembly and Lok Sabha election in 1999 under the leadership of Chandrababu Naidu. There was an assassination attempt on Naidu in 2003 in Tirupati. He survived the attack. In the ensuing elections the party lost power to a resurgent Incorporated and its allies. Y.S. Rajasekhar Reddy became the chief minister. Y.S. Rajasekhar Reddy became the CM again by fending off the Prajarayam Party and a major alliance of TDP, TRS, CPI and CPM. He died on September 2, 2009 in a helicopter crash. Kanijti Rosaiah, a senior statesman and former state finance minister, became the chief minister on September 3, 2009. On November 24, 2010, Rosaiah submitted his resignation on the grounds of increased work pressure. Nalari Kiran Kumar Reddy was sworn in as the new chief minister on the following day.
Natural resources. Mineral wealth.
Andhra Pradesh is the second largest storehouse of mineral resources in India. Andhra Pradesh, with varied geological formations, contain rich and variety of industrial minerals and building stones. Andhra Pradesh occupies the second rank in the deposit and production of mica in India. A total of 48 minerals were located with vast explored resources of coal, limestone, slabs, etc. and good resources of oil and natural gas, manganese, asbestos, iron ore, ball clay, fire clay, gold, diamonds, graphite, dolomite, quartz, tungsten, steatitic, feldspar, silica sand etc. It has about one-third of India's limestone reserves and is known for large exclusive deposits of barytes and galaxy granite in the international market. Mining is identified as one of the growth engines for the overall development of industry and infrastructure. The Tamalapur uranium mine in Andhra has confirmed 49,000 tons of ore and there are indications that it could hold reserves totaling 3 times its current size. 700 million tons of metal-grade bauxite deposits in close proximity to Visakhapatnam port. Reliance Industries Limited struck 9 trillion cubic feet of gas reserves in the Krishna-Godavari Basin, 150 kilometers off the Andhra Pradesh coast near Kakinada. Discovery of large quantity of natural gas in KG Basin is expected to provide rapid economic growth.
Power generation.
The state ranks first nationwide in hydroelectricity generation, with a national market share of over 11%. Andhra Pradesh is the fourth largest power generating utility in the country, with an installed capacity of around 10,650 MW. The two cheapest sources of thermal power generation, coal and natural gas, are in abundance.
Economy.
According to the Planning Commission of India, in the financial year 2011 December the state was ranked second in nominal GDP, and fourth in GDP per capita. Andhra Pradesh's GDP for 2011 was approximately 5,676.36 billion, placing it third among the states. The service sector of the state accounts for 43% of the gross state domestic product, GSDP, and employs 20% of the workforce. GSDP of the state in 2012 is 6,762.34 billion, placing it second in India. Andhra Pradesh economy has registered over 5.5% annual economic growth rate during the last 2 decades. In the 2010 list by Forbes magazine, there are several from Andhra Pradesh among the top 100 richest Indians.
Agriculture.
Economy of the state is mainly based on agriculture and livestock. Andhra Pradesh is an exporter of many agricultural products. It has produced 17,796,000 tons, 19,616,732 short tons, of rice in 2006 and hence it is known as Rice Bowl of India. 4 important rivers of India, the Godavari, Krishna, Penna, and Tungabhadra flow through the state, providing irrigation. Besides rice, farmers of this state also grow wheat, jowar, barra, maize, minor millets, coarse grain, many varieties of pulses, oil seeds, sugarcane, cotton, chili pepper, mango nuts and tobacco. Recently, crops used for vegetable oil production such as sunflower and peanuts have gained favor. There are many multi-state irrigation projects in development, including Godavari River Basin irrigation projects and Nagarjuna Sagar Dam. AP's farms depend on child labor rather than mechanization to remain competitive. Livestock is also another profitable business which involves rearing of cattle in an enclosed area for commercial purposes. Fisheries contribute 10% of total fish and shrimp production of India. The geographical location of the South Indian state allows marine fishing as well as inland fish production in Andhra Pradesh. The value of marine products exports from India in 1998 was Rs 4710 crores, among which the state alone contributed products of Rs 2000 crores.
Industrial sector.
The state banks on 2 major sectors, information technology and biotechnology. 2 major cities Hyderabad and Visakhapatnam has emerged as the main hub of industrialization. The IT exports in Andhra Pradesh reached $350.22 billion, $5.8 billion in 2010 November, contributed to 13.9% of national IT exports and ranked 4th in India. Other key sectors include biopharmaceuticals, power, automobile, tourism, textiles, retail, leather and religious tourism. Banking and finance sector of Andhra Pradesh also constitute the key commercial activities that enhance the growth and stability of the state's economy.
Transportation. Roadways.
A total of 146,954 kilometers, 91,313 miles, of roads are maintained by the state, of which state highways comprise 42,511 kilometers, 26,415 miles, national highways 2,949 kilometers, 1,832 miles, and district roads 101,484 kilometers, 63,059 miles. NH 5, with a highway network of around 1,000 kilometers in the state, is a part of Golden Quadrilateral project undertaken by National Highways Development Project. The Andhra Pradesh State Road Transport Corporation, APSRTC, is the major public transport corporation owned by the government of Andhra Pradesh that connects all the cities and villages. APSRTC is in the Guinness Book of World Records for having the largest fleet of vehicles, approximately 21,000, and the longest distance covered daily. Mahatma Gandhi Bus Station in Hyderabad and Nehru Bus Stand in Vijayawada are among the largest bus stand in Asia. Thousands of private operators also run buses connecting major cities and towns. Private vehicles like cars, motorized scooters, and bicycles occupy a major share of the local transport in the cities and adjoining villages. The growth rate for vehicle ownership in Andhra Pradesh is the highest in the country at 16%.
Railways.
Railways are a major means of transportation in Andhra Pradesh connecting the whole state and has a good connectivity with other states too. The history of railways in Andhra Pradesh dates back to the time of Nizam of Hyderabad. Andhra Pradesh has a railway network of 5,046 kilometers. One of the highest broad-gauge tracks in the world is in east in its route that run from Visakhapatnam to Anantagiri. The state boasts of 182 railway stations in the state and also many railway junctions as well. Most of Andhra Pradesh falls under the auspices of the South Central Railway founded in 1966. Rail Nilayam in Secunderabad, the landmark building is the zonal headquarter office of South Central Railway. The East Coast Railway serves Srikakulam, Vizianagaram district, and part of Visakhapatnam district including Visakhapatnam city. Secunderabad, Hyderabad, Vijayawada, Guntur, Guntakul are the main divisions of SCR in Andhra Pradesh. Vijayawada railway station is one of the busiest railway junction in India and connects the North and the South Indian rail routes. It handles more than 320 trains including both passenger and freight trains per day next to Howrah and Mumbai. Railways have played a significant role boosting the economy of the state and developing the industrial and the tourism in the state.
Airports.
Hyderabad International Airport, also known as Rajiv Gandhi International Airport, is the international airport for the city of Hyderabad. It has won World No.1 Airport Award twice, 2009, 2010, in the 5 to 15 million passenger category. It is the largest airport in the state and one of the busiest airports nationwide. Visakhapatnam Airport, the other international airport in the state, is the second largest, serving close to 1 million passengers annually. Other airports in the state are Vijayawada Airport, Rajahmundry Airport, and Tirupati Airport. The government also has plans to start airports in 8 other cities: Guntur, Ongole, Nellore, Arangal, Kadapa, Tadepalligudem, Kurnool, Karimnagar, Ramagundam and Kothagudem.
Seaports.
Ports are gateways to international trade and commerce. Andhra Pradesh has 2 major ports at Visakhapatnam and Kakinada. Visakhapatnam port is the second largest port of India in terms of cargo handling. A private port is being developed at Gangavaram, near Visakhapatnam. This deep sea port can accommodate ocean liners up to 200,000 to 250,000 dwt. Andhra Pradesh is well on its way to becoming a major logistics hub in the realm of sea. A recently study by trade body ASSOCHAM has pointed out that Andhra Pradesh commanded a lion's share of over 46% in new port projects being implemented across Indian maritime states. Andhra Pradesh was amongst the first maritime states to recognize the imperative need for increased port infrastructure. 6 ports are under various stages of development in the PPP mode. The 14 notified non-major ports are Bhavanapadu, Ngavaram, Kalingapatnam, Payamunapatnam, Gangavaram, Nakapalli, Kakinada SEZ, Kakinada, Yanam, Nasapa, Makilapatnam, Nizampatnam, Vadaredvu and Krishnapatnam. The state government has prepared a master plan that envisages increasing the capacity of its non-major ports to handle 175 million tons in 2020.
Culture.
Bapu's paintings, Nandarivan Kata Subarao's Yankee Patalu, songs about a washerwoman called Yankee, Mischievous Badugu, a character by Malay Pudai, Anna Mayer's songs, Mango Pickle, Avakawa, Roselle Plant, Gongara, Chutney, Atlatadi, a seasonal festival predominantly for teenage girls, the banks of River Godavari, and the Dood Baidzavana, the ceremonial ox decorated for door-to-door exhibition during the harvest festival Sankranthi, have long defined Telugu culture.
Arts and crafts.
The village of Durji is known for stone craft, producing carvings of idols in soft stone that must be exhibited in the shade because they are prone to weathering. Kalamkari is an ancient textile art form dating back to the Indus Valley civilization. Andhra Pradesh is famous for doll making. Dolls are made from wood, mud, dry grass, and lightweight metal alloys. Tirupati is famous for redwood carvings. Kondapalli is famous for mud toys with rich colors. The village of Utikapaka, located in Visakhapatnam district, produces lacquered toys. Nirmal paintings are expressive and are usually painted over a black background.
Literature.
Nannaya, Tikkana, and Urapragada form the trinity who translated the great Sanskrit epic Mahabharata into Telugu. Pathana is the poet who composed the classic Srimad Mahabhagavatam, a Telugu translation of Sri Bhagavatam, authored by Veda Vyasa in Sanskrit. Nannaya, c. 11th century CE, the earliest known Telugu author, was patronized by the king Rajaraja Narendra who ruled from Rajamahendravaram, now Rajamundry. The Vijayanagara Emperor Krishnadevaraya wrote Amukta Malyada. The Telugu poet Mena, a native of Kadapa, is notable for his philosophical poems. Telugu literature after Kandukarai Vesalingam, 1848–1919, is termed modern literature. Known as Gadaya Tikkana, Satyavathi Charitam was the author Telugu language social novel, Satyavathi Charitam. Jnanpith Award winners include Sri Visayanatha Satyanarayana and Dr. C. Narayana Reddy. The Andhra Pradesh native and revolutionary poet Sri Sri brought new forms of expressionism into Telugu literature. Other modern writers include Guntaru C. Chendra Sama, the only person nominated from India for a Nobel Prize in Literature since Rabindranath Tagore. The West Bengal government conferred on him the title Rashtrendu, Moon of the Nation. Telugu University awarded him an honorary doctorate in literature in 1994. He received the Kalidas Samman Award from the Madhya Pradesh government, and he won the Central Satyu Akademi Fellowship in 1999. Puttaparthi Narayanachayulu is one of the scholarly poets of Telugu literature. He wrote the books Shivatandavam and Panjuranga Mahatyam. Other notable writers from Andhra Pradesh include Sriranjam Srinivasa Rao, Guram Jashva, Chinnasari and Visayanatha Satyanarayana.
Dance, music and festivals.
Dance. Classical dance in Andhra can be performed by both men and women. Women tend to learn it more often. Kuchipudi is the state's best-known classical dance form. The various dance forms that existed through the state's history are Bonalub, Depu, Shianku Pigotham, Kuchipudi, Bamakalapam, Barakortha, Viranichayam, Butterbomalub, Tapakagolu, Lambadi, Dimsa, Klatam, and Chindu. Janapadam Theenmar is a popular folk dance. Jayappa Senani was the first person to write about the dances prevalent in Andhra Pradesh. Both Desi and Margi forms of dances are included in his Sanskrit treatise Nrutya Ratnavali. Music. Many composers of Carnatic music like Annamacharya, Tyagaraja, Kshetraya, and Bhadrashala Ramadas were of Telugu descent. Modern Carnatic music composers like Ghantazla and M. Balamurali Krishna are also of Telugu descent. The Telugu film industry hosts many music composers and playback singers such as S. P. Balasubramaniam, P. Sushila, S. Janaki, P. B. Srinivas. Folk songs are popular in the many rural areas of the state. Forms such as the Burrakatha and Poli are still performed today. Festivals. Ugadi is celebrated as the Telugu New Year. Makara Sankranti is also a famous harvest festival which is celebrated across the state. Are also major festivals. Just like in other parts of the country, many other festivals include Dussehra, Vinayaka Chaturthi, Deepavali, Mahasivaratri, Christmas, Ramzan, Eid al-Zuha, Muharram etc. Muslim festivals include Bakrid and Ramzan. Christians celebrate Christmas and Easter.
Artifacts.
Andhra Pradesh has many museums, the Sailor Museum in Hyderabad, which features a varied collection of sculptures, paintings, and religious artifacts, including the Archaeological Museum at Amravati near Guntur city that features relics of nearby ancient sites, and the Visakha Museum, in Visakhapatnam, which displays the history of the pre-independence and Thottlakonda which depicts the age-old Buddhist stupas and cultural style, Madras Presidency in a rehabilitated Dutch bungalow. Victoria Jubilee Museum in Vijayawada has a good collection of ancient sculptures, paintings, idols, weapons, cutlery and inscriptions. Other ancient sites include dozens of ancient Buddhist stupas in Nagarjunakonda which is now an island in Nagarjuna Sagar, an artificial lake that formed after the construction of Nagarjuna Sagar Dam. The island has a large museum that houses many Buddhist relics.
Cuisine.
Cuisine. Cuisine of Andhra Pradesh is famous for the rich seasoning and lots of variety. Idli, dosa, vada and uttapam are famous South India breakfast items, famous in the state, that are made of rice. Rice is the staple food and is used in a wide variety of dishes. Typical meal includes rice boiled and eaten with vegetable curry. Lentils, relishes, chutneys and curd-based items are also included in the meal. A lot of spices are produced in the region and hence the cuisine of Andhra Pradesh is spiciest of all. Tamarind and red chilies are the distinct flavor of local cuisine. Pickles and chutneys, sauces, are made from chili, ginger, coconut and other vegetables like tomatoes, brinjals, eggplant, and rosal, gongura, and are served with meals. Mango pickle, avakawa, is probably the best known of the Andhra Pradesh pickles. The coastal region of the state has abundant seafood supply. The variety of fish curry recipes are famous. It is rich and aromatic, with a liberal use of exotic spices and ghee, clarified butter. Lamb, chicken are also the most widely used meats in the non-vegetarian dishes. Sweets made up of milk are widely eaten. Payasam is one of them made with milk, rice or vermicelli pudding served both warm and cold. Putharakulu, Bobatlu. Palakava. Mamdi Tandra, Kajar, Banda Ladu, Sunandalu, Arislu are famous sweets.
Tourism.
Andhra Pradesh is promoted by its tourism department as the Koh-i-Noor of India. Beaches. Visakhapatnam has many beautiful beaches along the Bay of Bengal, namely RK Beach, Rishikunda Beach, Lawson's Bay Beach etc. There are also other beaches along the long coastline of the state. They are Surya Lanka Beach, in Guntur district. Maypadu and Krishnapatnam beaches, in Nellore district. Vodarevu, in Prakasam district. Uppada Beach, in East Godavari district. The Bora Caves in the Ananthagiri hills of the eastern Ghats, near Visakhapatnam at an altitude of about 800 to 1300 meters are famous for million-year-old stalactite and stalagmite formations. Araku Valley, a famous hill station in Visakhapatnam district. It has beautiful thick forests, coffee plantations, waterfalls. This scenic beauty attracts large number of tourists. Hosley Hills, a summer hill resort in the Chittor district of Andhra Pradesh. It is situated at an elevation of 1,265 meters and attracts lots of tourists owing to its natural flora and fauna magnificence. It offers adventure activities like zorbing, rappelling and trekking. The Belem Caves in Kurnool district have a length of 3,229 meters, 10,594 feet, making them the second largest natural caves on the Indian subcontinent. The caves have long passages, spacious chambers, freshwater galleries, and siphons. Kollaru Lake is one of the largest freshwater lakes in India located in between Krishna and Godavari Delta of Andhra Pradesh. The lake is a wildlife sanctuary. During the winter season, the lake is visited by many migratory birds. Pulicat Lake is located at the border of Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. It is a brackish water lagoon, the second largest in India. The lake encompasses the Pulicat Lake Bird Sanctuary, which attracts many migratory birds. Konaziema is another place in East Godavari for nature lovers, with scenic greenery of lush paddy fields and coconut groves. All along the banks of River Godavari and its canals, Papi Hills are located in Khammam district, near Bhadrachalam. Boat cruises are available on which tourists enjoy the scenic beauty of the location in the River Godavari. Nirmal is famous for its handicrafts and paintings. Kuntala Waterfall, located in Kuntala, Adilabad district, at 45 meters, 148 feet, is the biggest in the state.
Tourist destinations.
Apart from these, there are many more places to be visited in the state. They include Visakhapatnam city, that has many tourist attractions, namely Kailashagiri Park near the sea, Visakha Museum, Indira Gandhi Zoological Park, the INS Kursara S-20 Submarine Museum, the Dolphin's Nose, a 358 meters, 1,175 feet, long rocky mountain outcrop that rises 175 m, 574 feet, above the sea. Lighthouse on top of Dolphin's Nose are very famous tourist attractions. Vijayawada is also a tourist spot that includes Prakasam Barrage, Kondapalli Fort, Krishna River, Bhavani Island and many more parks in the city. Hyderabad, Charminar, Golconda Fort, Chandragiri Fort, Charmahala Palace, and Falaknuma Palace.
Religious tourism.
Andhra Pradesh is the home of many religious pilgrim centres. Tirumala Venkateswara Temple in the town of Tirumala in Chittoor district is an important pilgrimage site for Hindus. It is one of the richest pilgrimage temple of any religious faith in the world. Mallikarjuna Swami Temple, situated at Srisailam in the Nalamala hills of Kurnool district, is the abode of Lord Mallikarjuna Shiva and is one of the 12 Jyotirlinga shrines in India. Kanaka Durga Temple of Goddess Durga is situated on the Indrakiladri hill in the city of Vijayawada on the banks of Krishna River. Pilgrims turn out in huge numbers for the festival of Dussehra, for the colourful celebrations of Teepotsavam, and take a holy dip in the Krishna River. Simhachalam is a popular pilgrimage site located on a hill 20 kilometres, 12 miles, north of the Visakhapatnam city centre. Simhachalam is said to be the abode of the saviour god Narasimha. Bhadrachalam Temple is a temple to Lord Rama in the town of Bhadrachalam in Khammam district. It is situated on the banks of the river Godavari. Sri Rama Navami, a celebration of the marriage of Lord Rama and Sita, is celebrated here every year. Government of Andhra Pradesh sends pearls for the event. Thousand Pillar Temple is one of the oldest temples of South India that was built by the Kakatiya, located in the town of Hanamakanda in the Orangal district. There are 1,000 pillars in the building and the temple, but no pillar obstructs a person in any point of the temple to see the god in the other temple. Apart from these, many other religious places include Raghavendra Swami Mutt in Mantralayam of Kurnool district, Pancharama Kshetras, Venkateswara Temple and Dwaraka Tirumala, West Godavari district, Satyanarayana Swami Temple in Annavaram, East Godavari, and Saya Temple in Arasavali in Srikakulam district are also religious places to see in Andhra Pradesh. The state has numerous Buddhist centres at Amravati, Nagarjunakonda, Palatiprolu, Guntasla, Nilakandapalli, Dhulikata, Bhavikonda, Thotlakonda, Shalayandam, Pavaralakonda, Bhajanakonda, Sankaram, Vanejiri and Kolanpaka.
Natural vegetation.
Andhra Pradesh Forest Department deals with protection, conservation and management of forests. The state is bestowed with two mighty river systems of Krishna and Godavari. Its varied topography, ranging from the hills of eastern Ghats and Nalmalas to the shores of Bay of Bengal, supports varied ecotypes, rich diversity of flora and fauna. The forest in the state can broadly be divided into four major biotic provinces. The vegetation found in the state is largely of dry deciduous type. The hills of eastern Ghats add greatly to the biological diversity and provide centers of endemism for plants, birds and lesser forms of animal life. The state is a proud possessor of some rare and endemic plants like Siccus bedomu, Tricarpus santalinus, Terminalia pallida, Syzygium alternifolium, Sharia talera, Sharia tumbergia, Celotum nudum etc. Similarly the double-banded or the Jerdon's courser, the golden gecko, the slender lories which are rare and endangered are endemic to the state.
Wildlife.
The varied diversity of fauna includes tiger, panther, wolf, wild dog, hyena, sloth bear, gaur, black buck, chinkara, chowsinger, nilgai, cheetal, sambar and a number of birds and reptiles. The long sea coast provides the nesting ground for sea turtles, the backwater of Pulicat Lake and the Kolari Lake are the feeding grounds for flamingo and grey pelican. The estuaries of River Godavari and Krishna support rich mangrove forests with fishing cat and otters as keystone species. Some of the wildlife sanctuaries are, Karinga Wildlife Sanctuary, Kolari Lake Wildlife Sanctuary, Krishna Wildlife Sanctuary, Nagarjunsagar Srisalam Tiger Reserve, Rolepadu Wildlife Sanctuary, Gundla Brahmswaram Wildlife Sanctuary, Sri Lanka Muleshwara, Nelapattu Bird Sanctuary, Pulicat Lake, Kaundanaya Wildlife Sanctuary, Project Elephant, Sri Fungusila Narasimha Wildlife Sanctuary, Kambalakanda Wildlife Sanctuary. Zoological parks include Sri Venkateswara Zoological Park, Tirupati, Indira Gandhi Zoological Park, Visakhapatnam.
Cinema.
In the early 1980s, the Telugu film industry had largely shifted its base to Hyderabad from Madras. The Telugu film culture, or Tollywood, is the second largest film industry in India next to Bollywood film industry. Hyderabad houses the Prasats IMAX Theatre, which was the biggest 3D IMAX screen in the world when it was built in 2007. It is also home to Ramoji Films City, which is the world's largest integrated film studio complex at over 2,000 acres, 809 ha, of land. Prolific film producer from the state, D. Ramanaidu holds a Guinness record for the most number of films produced by a person. Nandamuri Taraka Rama Rao and Karani are the other prominent figures in the Telugu film industry. In the years 2005, 2006 and 2008 the Telugu film industry has produced the largest number of films in India, exceeding the number of films produced in Bollywood. The industry holds the Guinness World Record for the largest film production facility in the world. The Prasats IMAX located in Hyderabad is the world's largest 3D IMAX screen, and the most attended cinema screen in the world. The state of Andhra Pradesh consists of the most number of cinema theatres in India.
Sports.
The Sports Authority of Andhra Pradesh is the governing body which looks after the infrastructure development in cricket, field hockey, association football, Olympic weightlifting, chess, water sports, tennis, badminton, table tennis, cycling etc. Sports like kho-kho, kabaddi, chinni dandu and goli, marbles, are played mostly in Andhra Pradesh. One of the most popular sports in Andhra Pradesh is cricket. The Hyderabad cricket team has won the Ranji Trophy twice. The Rajiv Gandhi International Cricket Stadium is the home ground of Hyderabad cricket team and ACAVDCA Stadium in Visakhapatnam to the Andhra cricket team. These venues regularly hosts international as well as domestic matches. The Sunrisers Hyderabad, an Indian Premier League franchise, is based in Hyderabad and Visakhapatnam. Notable cricketers from Andhra Pradesh include Maharakima of Vizianagram, M.V. Narasimha Rao, Muhammad Azharuddin, M.S.K. Prasad, V.V.S. Laxman, Tirumalasetti Suman, Arshad Ayub, Ambati Rayudu, Venkatapathi Raju, Sravanthi Naidu, Yalaka Venugopal Rao etc. Other accomplished sportspersons include A. Ramana Rao, Kanamul Swari, Pullela Gopishand, Sanyamta, Saina Newell, Sharith Kamal, Chetana Nand, badminton, Gatikanda Pradeep, volleyball, Mukesh Kumar, hockey, Saranjit Singh, hockey, Abdul Najib Qureshi, Jwala Gutta, Raman Subbaray, Kamini Eswara Rao, etc. Grandmasters in chess like Humpy Konaru, Pendila Harikrishna, Dronavali Harika and Gojini Ruit hail from the state.
Education and research.
Andhra Pradesh is served by more than 20 institutes of higher education. All major arts, humanities, science, engineering, law, medicine, business, and veterinary science are offered, with first degrees and postgraduate awards available. Andhra Pradesh has 1,330 arts, science and commerce colleges, 1,000 MBA and MCA colleges, 847 engineering colleges, 53 medical colleges, 1 NIT, in Orangal, and 1 Indian Institute of Technology, in Hyderabad. The student-to-teacher ratio in higher education is 19:1. According to the 2011 census, Andhra Pradesh has an overall literacy rate of 67.02%, as per India 2011 census. The male literacy rate is 74.9% and the female literacy rate is 59.15%. Osmania University is one of the oldest modern universities in India, and one of the largest university systems in the subcontinent with over 300,000 students on its various campuses and affiliated colleges. The government of Andhra Pradesh has established Rajiv Gandhi University of Knowledge Technologies, RGUKT, in 2008 to cater to the educational needs of the gifted rural youth of Andhra Pradesh. The institute specializes in teaching and research in information technology and other emerging disciplines under the control of a common university governing council and following a common syllabus. The state has recently made strides in setting up several institutes. University of Hyderabad, Indian Institute of Technology Hyderabad, International Institute of Information Technology, Hyderabad, IIITH, BLA Institute of Technology and Science, Indian Institute of Biotechnology, National Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, Tata Institute of Fundamental Research Hyderabad, National Institute of Technology NIT Orangal, National Institute of Nutrition, Centre for Cellular and Molecular Biology, CCMB, Hyderabad, Indian Institute of Chemical Technology, IICT, Hyderabad, Damodaram Sanjeevaya National Law University, Nalsa University of Law, National Institute of Rural Development, School of Planning and Architecture, Rajiv Gandhi University of Knowledge Technologies, Indian School of Business, ISB, and IFHE Universities IBS, Hyderabad, National Institute of Fashion Technology, NIFT, Institute of Hotel Management, Catering Technology and Applied Nutrition are also located in Hyderabad, Tata Institute of Social Sciences Hyderabad. Additionally, the Dr. NTR University of Health Sciences, Jawaharlal Nehru Technological University, Osmania University, Andhra University, Nagarjuna University, Kakatiya University, Sri Venkateswara University, Sri Krishnadevaraya University, Potti Sri Ramula Telugu University, HRUNG Ranga Agricultural University, Telangana University Nizamabad, Mahatma Gandhi University Nalgonda, Palama University Mahbubnagar, Rayalaseema University, Kurnool, Sri Venkateswara Veterinary University, SVVU, and private engineering colleges like Mafakham College of Engineering and Technology, Chaitanya Bharathi Institute of Technology, VNR Vignana the Institute of Engineering and Technology, MVSR Engineering College, GRIET, Hyderabad Institute of Technology and Management to serve their people across Andhra Pradesh.
Space research.
In 1969, Indian Space Research Organisation selected Barrier Island of Sriharikota in Nellore district of Andhra Pradesh for a satellite launching station. Originally called Sriharikota Range, SHAR, an acronym ISRO have retained to the present day. The centre was renamed on September 5, 2002 after the death of ISRO's former chairman, Prof. Satish Dhawan as Satish Dhawan Space Centre. It is India's primary orbital launch site. The SHAR has 2 launch pads. A new third launch pad will build specifically to meet the target of launching a manned space mission by 2017. India's lunar orbiter Chandrayaan-1 was launched from the center at 6:22 am IST on October 22, 2008.
Newspapers and journals.
Telugu. Andhra Bhumi, Andhra Jyothi, Andhra Prabha, Enad, Namaste Telangana, Prajasakti, Sakshi, Siya, Vartha, Vaisalendra, Sakshi. Urdu. Awam, Itimad Daily, The Munsif Daily, The Siyasat Daily, Blitz, Watsama Sahara. English. Deccan Chronicle, The Hindu, Hindustan Times, The Business Line, The Economic Times, The New Indian Express, The Times of India,